Now, normally when you're cheering for a fight, there's a hero and a villain. In this situation, both are villains. We want both of them to lose. Coach Greg, in today's video, what are they fighting for? Larry's wheel, who enjoys the cream pies from other guys, is fighting against perhaps an even bigger loser in that of Vitality, a man who went away to prison for doing horrific things to other people. And so if you would have told me a couple years ago that Larry Wheels would be fighting Vitality, I would have bet every dollar I've ever made that everyone in the world is going to be cheering for Larry Wheels to knock this piece of shit out on Saturday night. But Larry, he keeps digging himself a deeper hole. Perhaps he was thinking he could dig himself a hole so deep that it would bury his past. But unfortunately, Larry Wheels, he just can't admit the shit that he's done and move on. And for that reason, many people actually are rooting for Vitality to knock out Larry Wheels.
And yes, I f***ed up. Because when I get exposed and I f*** up, I admit to my mistakes. That's what a real man does. You know, he doesn't hide it or deny it.
And so Vitality, who we all know and hate, at least he admits his mistakes. At least he admits he's a piece of shit, that he's done horrific things, and that he spent time behind bars because of it. Larry Wheels, on the other hand, who stole $50,000 from his friend, he's suing him about this, he simply continues to deny it, pretends that the world is just going to move on.
I don't scam my friends for $50,000 when there's hardcore proof. So I just want you to be a man, the one you say you are.
And so Vitality, he calls out Larry Wheels, confronts him on all of these things, and Larry, he has no answers.
I don't eat like a dumpster out of girls.
What Larry wants to do behind closed doors, if he enjoys swallowing other things from other people, well, hey, why do I care? I'm not against people for doing the things that they like to do with perhaps other women, other men, or both at the same time. I really don't care. Whatever floats his boat, so long as nothing is illegal. But when you're stealing money from another guy who actually was your friend, well, that's where many of us, we draw the line.
Deny this because it didn't happen, and it was 2026. Anyone can fabricate a conversation between two people.
If Larry simply fessed up to it and said, yeah, I like those things, and so what? The world would have to move on. After all, everyone has the right to like what they like. Whether you have a foot fetish or you enjoy eating apple pie, well, that's your own business and not mine.
Based on John Bravo's video, you're the cuck of the year, and I'm like, no, dude, like, I explained myself. I denied those allegations.
And so he continues to deny, rather than just to say, yeah, and what? So what? When you do something wrong, you own up to it. If you're into something and you admit to it, own up to it, then the people who disagree with you, they can go over there. You can stay over here. You don't need them to agree with your actions. But when you deny it, well, that's when the people are going to get mad.
He's taken his first fight, and his first fight happens to be with Vitality.
Hey, sorry, King Vitali. Well, that's what's going to be Larry saying on August 22.
Larry's first fight is against Vitality. Now, normally when you're cheering for a fight, there's a hero and a villain. In this situation, both are villains. We want both of them to lose. Like, the only way we win is that they knock each other out at the same time.
No limit, but what are you guys weighing at, if you don't mind me asking? We'll start with you, Larry.
About 250.
Larry Wheels is now a svelte 250 pounds. He has the power, he has the strength, he doesn't have any cardio, and he's only just began his fighting career. Vitality, who just got out of prison not that long ago, lost essentially all of his muscle. There's no way he's in shape. And based on the last fight I watched of him, he doesn't know what he's doing. And so we essentially have two beginners who don't know what they're doing. And so in the end, who is actually going to win this? Two guys that don't know how to fight are just going to punch each other and essentially see what happens.
To Hondo, my boy, I've been eating those chocolate chip cookies and Shayla's for dinner.
Damn, how'd you taste?
I don't know. I don't eat pies out of her like you, so I don't know.
And so this is the way they choose to promote the fight. To make fun of the fact that either of these guys probably are cucks, that they enjoy doing these things, that Vitality tried to become a star in the pee industry, but the pee, it couldn't get harder than last time. And so Vitality, if only you could take some of the harder than last time, perhaps you could end up like our favorite bodybuilder on stage.
Oh my God!
And so although Vitality isn't as lean as our favorite bodybuilder, perhaps he could purchase harder than last time for the downstairs.
And then he remembered. Vitality went to jail, went crazy on mushrooms, did that shit to that girl.
If we're actually looking at which of these two are worse, it's clearly Vitality. It isn't even close. Larry Wheels, he likes apple pies. So what? If Larry were to give $50,000 to his friend, the world would move on. But he doesn't want to do this. And so despite the fact that people think Larry is a multi-millionaire, clearly he has spent all of his money, all of his earnings on women, cam girls, doing various things. And so it's rather sad. Vitality, he chooses to make fun of other people, to prank other people, and for eating that vegetable, that mushroom, and perhaps doing something to that girl. Not nice.
Vitality got pissed back and reminded Larry how he robbed Daniel of all that money.
And so clearly these guys have skeletons in their closet. The digging that's been done, it's not going to bury it. Larry, he actually has the opportunity to redeem himself. I don't think that what he's done is something he couldn't come back from. Vitality, my opinion, it's a different story. And although Vitality's case is clear worse, the fact that he actually owns up to it, admits to the things that he's done wrong, many people are ready to move on.
So you know what? I think my resume looks a little better than yours.
Personally, I'm going to disagree with him. I think Larry just needs to give his friend the $50,000. Like, how has he not done this already? Larry could hire a PR team, pay the entire team $50,000 and say, what should I do to restore my image? And they would say, hey, here's your money back, Larry. Just give it to him. That's it. I mean, y'all know that you can hire Coach Greg for $39,000 a year. And what would I say? Larry, give $50,000 to your friend and we can move on. That's it. It really is that simple. Who cares what Larry likes to do with his other women? The fact that he gets married without prenups, makes mistake after mistake after mistake. I mean, all we can do is sit back and watch the train wreck unfold. At least with Larry, we can learn from his mistakes. We can understand that we need to sign prenups, that we can't just expect to marry women and that we will be happy for the rest of our lives.
I don't want to know about it, and I don't know why Larry does, but he said to Vitality, listen, you were on the bang bus and you had a problem in your pants.
Perhaps Vitality could add in some Ferula Max to increase his testosterone. It's going to be on sale very, very soon. You can sign up, in fact, right now. Ferula is going to dramatically increase your testosterone, boost your sex drive, your libido, give you more energy. And so if you're struggling and you want to stay natural, this is in fact natural. If it doesn't work as well as you expect it to, it's a 100% money back guarantee. And so I'm not making this shit up. You're going to use this product. Your testosterone levels are going to go through the roof. And by that, I mean supra-physiological. And I can't wait to see all the future videos of people saying Coach Greg was right after all.
So he tried to come back and he goes, you know what, Vitality, your name, it starts with the V, which stands for...
I mean, to insult somebody because the name starts with a V, because it sounds like a woman's downstairs, he could easily have said, hey, why don't you just take some Viagra? You know, why not go to Algorex and get some Viagra to go along with some Cialis or some combos of that, as they have a ton of various products, medications, peptides, GLPs, and so on that can dramatically improve your performance. I'm talking about in the boudoir, in the gym, from day-to-day life. Why not go to the place where you can trust? Doctors prescribe you prescription medications from compounding pharmacies. Everything legal, above board, no scammy research chemical bullshit, no sketchy SARM's website. And so if you're interested, code Greg for your discount.
Larry, after I'm done with you, I promise you, you can come to my hotel room and I'll share the bye. I'll share it. We can film it too.
Why are we even talking about this? Why are both of these guys talking about apple pies? This is not the conversation that we want. You're really going to want to win or lose a fight and go to Homeboy's hotel room and then slurp down some man juice? I mean, what is going on right now?
Why are you so obsessed with this cucking pie shit, dude? Like, I thought your sorry path like was behind you. Are you still a sorry?
Notice how Larry avoids talking about Daniel and goes straight to the cuckdom. The reason for that is because he doesn't want to pay the $50,000 back. He knows that he owes that money, and it's worse to actually talk about that than to cock about the cuckoldery. Ding, 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 ding. Does Larry not understand just how bad that really is? Clearly he does, because he's avoiding it. If he actually didn't owe him that money, he would say, look, I don't owe him the money. This is bullshit. It's not true. It's all lies. But notice, he's not even denying it.
No, because I just want you to admit it to the whole world. You're denying all these allegations when there is hardcore proof. So I just want you to be a fucking man.
And so he's not only denying it, he's avoiding talking about it altogether. It's as if he's 2 years old, and if he closes his eyes, he thinks the world doesn't exist. Oh, you disappeared. I can't see you now. Larry, just because you don't talk or acknowledge the things that you did to Daniel, that you owe him the $50,000, it doesn't mean it didn't actually happen.
I got exposed, and yes, I fucked up. Because when I get exposed and I fuck up, I admit to my mistakes. That's what a real man does.
And so you see the difference? Vitality, who everybody hates, he admits it. He's like, I did these mistakes. I owned up to it. And so because of that, people literally are rooting for Vitality over even Larry Wheels. Make it make sense, Larry. Why not give the man his money back?
He's been taking ballerina classes, choked out by a twink, wrestling, whatever he was doing, jiu-jitsu. Of course he's going to cuddle another man. So you got excited about that one.
Personally, I don't care if Larry likes other men, if he wants to date men, coddle men, drink other men's fluids. I don't care. Like, if he wants to do that, so what? We do not care. It's 2026. But what we don't like is 2026 is people stealing other people's money, especially when it's a close friend. And so let me know in the comment section, are you rooting for Larry or do you prefer Vitality for the win? Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algo. Don't forget to go to Algorex. Also, watch one of the two bloops. If you're interested in being coached or being sponsored, or if you'd like to sell all the amazing supplements, for example, the brand new Seco bars that are in stock, and they're also going to be s'mores as well. You can get to the website and use code CICO for 50% off. That makes it only $20 for a 12-pack of delicious protein bars. Are you kidding me? This is insane. Get to the website, get the Seco bars, get everything else, and until next time, je suis parti.